Have you ever wanted to go hiking in winter but feel a little bit intimidated? Maybe you are worried about slipping on ice or feeling too cold or just not being well prepared? Well, in this video, I'm going to share 9 essential tips with you so that you can enjoy safely your winter hiking. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. Use trekking poles. These are the absolute game changer in winter hiking. They help with balance on icy or uneven terrain and take some pressure off your knees. Make sure to use poles with snow baskets so they don't sink too deep into the snow. You can also use them to test how deep is the snow so that you won't step into a hole. Tip number 2. Wear mid or high-top waterproof shoes. You'll want mid or high-top hiking boots that are completely waterproof. Snow can easily get into low-cut shoes, making your feet wet and cold, which is the last thing you want in freezing temperatures. So these are good, these are no, and these are no. Tip number 3. Wear thick socks like merino wool. If the snow goes inside your shoes, it will melt and then the water will freeze your feet. To avoid that, I highly recommend thick merino wool socks, which will absorb the excess humidity. Tip number 4. Layering clothes properly. Dressing properly is key to staying warm without overheating. I recommend to follow the 3-layer system. A base layer to weak moisture, a mid layer to insulate, and an outer layer that is waterproof and windproof. Make sure that all the layers are breathable so that sweat doesn't make you cold. Tip number 5. Use microspikes. For many years, I have avoided using microspikes thinking that they are for people going to the Himalayas. That's absolutely not true. Microspikes give you extra traction so that you don't slip or fall. It makes a huge difference in terms of safety when the ground is icy. Tip number 6. Bring extra battery. In cold weather, your phone's battery doesn't work in optimal condition. There's nothing worse than not being able to use your phone when you need to check the hiking map or the GPS. I always carry extra battery with me. Also note that you have to keep your phone and charger dry. Once my phone fell in the snow, I ended up having this message when I wanted to charge my phone. It was a nightmare. Tip number 7. Start as early as possible. In winter, the day is shorter, so you have to start earlier so that you have plenty of time to finish your hike. Always check the sunset time when you plan your hike. As a rule, I will always give myself 2 hours of margin when possible. It should never happen, but in case you are caught by the night, remember that your phone has a torch function that can get you out of trouble. Tip number 8. Plan your route properly. Never improvise your route. Research your trail in advance, calculate the distance and the walking time. Remember that the indicated time are for normal conditions. You are going to walk slower with the snow. Stick to your plan and only change if absolutely necessary. Tip number 9. Stay on the track. If you are hiking in the snow, stick to the packed down trail by following others' footsteps. This prevents you from sinking too deep or getting lost. Going off trail can be dangerous, especially in deep snow. And that's it. Follow these tips. You will be able to enjoy a fun and safe winter hike. See you again.